and welcome to Joy of the Earth Foundation. My name is Queen Mata Bekelelua. I want to especially congratulate you if you are watching this program because I want you to know that Joy of the Earth Foundation has been impacting life for several years. What is going on presently in Joy of the Earth Foundation is the free education. It is happening live in Ibejuleki local government. Children are being enrolled in school. Children that were unable to make it to school, they are being enrolled. Parents that were unable to send their children to school, they are happy because the free education has really given their children the opportunity to go to school, to learn things they've never learned, to get involved, to mix up with other peer group. And there's one thing I want you to know. Despite the fact that the education is free, we are doing our best to meet up with the international standard. There is a program that was recently initiated for the preschool and the nursery. It is an extra curriculum and it is internationally oriented. In this program, we take our time to search and look for materials that can be used in training the students internationally. Despite the fact they're in Nigeria, there are some things they need to know internationally that can enhance their educational skills. I want to congratulate you if you are living in Ibejuleki. If you are based in this axis, it is your time. If you've not enrolled your child, or if you are just hearing this for the first time, it is an opportunity for you to enroll your child for the free education because it's still ongoing. Joy of the Earth Foundation, we're impacting lives on a daily basis, and we cannot stop because we are in the business of making people what they need and what they ought to be. Prime is here and Prime can really tell you a lot about this. What you've heard before, Prime is going to elaborate it for you to really understand what it's all about. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I think Joy of the Earth Foundation it's doing wonderfully in these areas, not just in the area of education. We are doing lots in the area of the initiative that goes beyond what children go to school to learn. So, and this part of them is what you've talked about. I want to believe that more are still coming from Joy of the Earth Foundation. We are not just making the school free, we also have a lot of initiatives that can be of benefit to the students, both in our school and outside the school, like those extra curriculum you rightly talked about. A lot of questions had been on that because the parents were asking, Joy of the Earth initiative, the extra curriculum is going to take money from them. To be precise, it's still free of charge, though we have a lot of gadgets in the place called Media Home where we use for such. We actually have Joy of the Resort where we have all different halls. So that particular place, there are a lot of gadgets we use in such place to train these children. We order some of the materials from abroad just to ensure that they match up with the international standard of education. And not just for that, we also think about what to do with their talents. I was telling the student of your school recently that talent without education is half education, is half skill, and skill without talent, that is knowledge without talent, is half skill, and the talent without education is also half skill. So the two goes together in a sense that the external, internal. Talent is an internal value. When the education, what we call knowledge, we go to school to learn, has to do with the external, what is borrowed from others, which is helpful likewise to the thing inside of the student. So every Friday we had 2 hours set aside for the students of our schools. I want to tell you, the students we are talking about, they are not 1,000. As you have known, they are not 1,000. Some schools are more than 1,000 students benefiting from this free education, and I want to believe Joy of the Earth have not started. Like I believe that Joy of the Earth by next year, 1 year, we're going to be in all the local government of this country.
And that reminds me about the Media Home. The organization has taken their time to equip the Media Home with so many gadgets, a lot of gadgets that cost millions of naira. So aside from the educational the educational curriculum and the educational activities, is there any other thing the organization want to do with such a place, the media home?
There are much more to do in the media home. The media home has three segmentations, which you observed, and then a lot of money are spent on that building anyway, just to ensure that the Joy of Death has a good place for this concept, as well as more activities. Part of this building are used for resorts. You can go there to relax or lodge, and another part of the building is used for bar. It's bar. It's just not a bar. You just come to smoke and all that. It's a decent bar. And up somewhere we have what we call VIP relaxation, where a lot of people, friends, and people who want decency, such place. There is artists performing, a lot of things are happening over there. Every Saturday and Sunday, people come to relax with their loved ones, precisely. And also have a hall all over there, where we have different events taking place in such place. We have a place for these educational activities, like you said, in the same media home of Joy of the O8. And then talked about the issue of hotel, bar, and clubs. There's a side there that has a club, that we have a club that usually come there weekends to do one or two things. And we were like, Joy of Death, how come you allow all this kind of thing? And to be precise, Joy of Death is not joy of a religion or one particular religion. It's a joy of the whole earth. We want to give joy, we want to improve the life of living of everybody, both the drunkard, both everybody. We want to have something to do with them. But if you don't have anything to do with me, you cannot impart my life with your goodies. So of course, Joy of Death has a lot of good deeds that we would love to share with everybody, of course, and we accommodate all. That is credit. That's a merit of Joy of the O8, according to the name. So I believe that place, a lot of people will still get to know more that are coming in this very area of Joy. Yeah, I think the place is not also far from our office, where we have a mini estate there in the same axis, and all these things are not for individual use, it's for the improvement of the standard of living. We are into the service of humanity. People have known me for a very long time. Since I've come to Lagos, I've not worked anywhere or for money. I work to serve people. I have not done anything for myself in time of seeking my personal merit or credit or value or income. I've not done that. I focus on Joy of the when it wasn't easy, and when it's easy, we still keep going and trying to help as many as we can. So, by the grace of God, we have no input from anywhere yet, but God is financing us. That's why we say power by Jesus Christ. The Lord is with us.
Thank you very much for the explanation. I'm so pleased with it, and I believe everyone out there hearing this are very pleased with it. There's one thing I want to ask. Talking about the teacher's salary, since the school is a free education, I know the answer to this question, but I believe so many people out there, they want to know, how do you get funds to set the teacher's salary at the end of each month? And also running the school, there are other services that need to be provided in the school. How do you get the fund? Because you said something while you were speaking. You said no input from anybody, not even from the government. So how do you get the fund to take care of all those things?
The question should have been, how has God been doing it for Joy of Death for the past 12 years? We have been to the free activities, and I will not have any answer to that would be pleasant unto the society we are in, because such of works are not common. Are not common. So even if you give a direct answer, you will not still understand. But I want to believe that, even myself, to be precise, I want to believe, I don't even know how it's happening. As long as one will pray to God, what should I do for the people in a particular society which we find ourselves, and in the end of the day, the Lord will speak, do this. As at the time of computer, the Lord said, engage in free computer training. At the time, the Lord said, engage in free driving training. At the time, the law said engage in free loan, improving the businesses of the people, engage in free seminar, different things, talent promotion, and so many other things that JFDet has been able to do for the society of the people. You will know that it's God that has been financing Joy of the Earth activities for the past 12 years. We have been into it, and I could remember when we started free driving to a particular subject. I mean, the program was initiated by the direction of the Most High, and I called my PA. I said, let's make a kind of support envelope to share to people that have known what we are doing and all that. He made the supporters envelope and he gave it to me in the office. And as I was about to write names of the people I know, they can actually drop money because they've seen what we've done. And the Lord told me that don't do that, I will finance it. And he told me thereafter that don't ever ask anyone for support and Joy of the Earth. And by the God's grace, for the past 12 years, we've not asked for any support, and God has always been doing it wonderfully well. And I love to initiate more programs if God permits me, because the more I do this, the more my life too change. Because as soon as we finish one aspect, the Lord will improve the standard of my living. Likewise, I'm a young man, and everybody knows that I'm not just a millionaire. I have, by God's grace, God has really blessed me that I don't even know my worth. That's the truth. Why? Because I've always been engaging in trying to help people that murder. Why? It's not because of my intelligence. I want to believe because I've always been striving to assist or help people. Somebody was saying that, sir, you need to marry more wives. I said, with the ones I have now, this is my beautiful wife, will she allow me to marry more? So he said, no, sir. He said, you need to help more family. He said, you're a king. He said, the more you marry, the more people are helped. I want to believe it has been part of our gene, blood in Joy of the Earth, that we do everything possible to assist the life of others that need us, not people we need. We are in need of no one. It's only God we need. Personally, in Joy of the Earth, as the president or the visionary by God's grace, it's part of my gene that I should look for what people need in any environment or an individual needs to help people. But now we don't just help in Joy of the Earth, we help group, not an individual. Because a lot of people will send messages talking about they've not eaten yesterday, and I am not sure it's the kind of help we want to render. It's not for food, it's for life or living, improving your living condition. There are things we are after in Joy of the Earth, and not just an individual but group of people. That is what we do. If you have a group or church or mosque or wherever group or organizations that you think Joy of the Earth can be of benefit of with these activities we have on ground, you can contact
Yes, I'm a living witness, but there's one more thing I believe the people want to know too. You know, these things you are doing, I know you love people. I know you love to help people. I know you love to see people comfortable and okay to an extreme. Now, there's one thing people want to know. You know, when people do things, people believe there's something behind there's a reason for doing that good. So people want to know, do you have an interest in contesting maybe for a president or a governor? Because I remember asking a question that you are fit to contest to be a governor or of a particular state, or the president of this country. So I want to know, do you have interest? Is that the reason behind this the helping of the people and all these innovations and initiations?
The question is a very serious one anyway, but it's not serious to me because it can never be my dream to contest for anything, because I don't see the system working, and it is the only system that is working that the true person can be part of. The system of the government you are talking about is not, be it in state or the federal, there is no system that can work easily like that until the system is diverted to another thing. Such of a passionate person like me will never be interested in such. So I don't think we should do good because of what we want to achieve from it as individual. We should do good because that's the only essence of living. That's the reason why everybody is alive. If you are alive and you cannot impact or do good to a life of others or improving the life of others, your living is useless. So I, as president of Joy of the Whole Earth, we don't have the vision to be of help to just a nation, but the globe, all nations generally. So talking about the nation we are in, it's just starting. We are just starting. We are growing to become Joy to the Whole Earth, as it is called by the name Joy of the Earth. So I don't see reason why I should sit down and say I want to join the politics in the nation when we have more than 200 and something nations that are waiting for us. So I want to believe my passion, my vision is more of we going out and fly higher to other nations and begin to solve the problems that are around those places. So it's never my dream to contest for governor and then I should go and relax at home or what, no. I'm not interested in politics. I would never be interested in politics because the Lord did not tell me I should go into the politics. But He told me we are Joy of the Whole Earth and He's going to use us for the whole earth, not for Nigeria. So I think that is our vision. If you are doubting our activities and trying to know the reason behind it, I want you to understand that we are not one of those people that are planning to become governor or president or whichever name or the title you've had before now. We are just Joy of the Earth. We love doing what we are doing and we are satisfied doing what we are doing. And by what we are doing, God is blessing us. So what's the essence of going for what you don't need? I'm saying to somebody recently, I said, the resources in Joy of the Earth, we don't even know how to use them. As in, there are so much that we don't know how to. It's the usage that is the problem of this commission, and not just the critical commission. One has to work very hard to ensure that everything we have it's of usefulness. It's answering questions. Nigeria is just having so much money that are not answering people's questions because people who are behind those things don't even know how to use those resources. So instead, some are just acquiring it themselves and not that. We are not interested in blaming anybody or criticizing anyone. We are just saying that Joy is not interested in the commoners fund. We are interested in helping the commoners. Government money is commoners fund. It's owned by poor people that holds those money, not even the rich. The rich are okay. The billions you are hearing in Aso Rock and all the governance offices and all that budget is for poor people, but it's not reaching out to them. So what's the essence of entering into such? It's a rough place. It's a rough place. Everybody just seeking their own, and yet the money is not enough for individual. That's getting it from the government because it's for the poor. And the Bible says they that take for the poor will never be rich. So it doesn't matter how much they pack somewhere, they are poor people, but they are taking the resources of the poor. So such of us, Joy of the Earth, we are not interested in politics. That is the right answer to give.
So you've heard it all. Joy of the Earth Foundation. We are not just here for a nation. We are here for the whole world. Like you heard it from the president, we derive pleasure in making the lives of people better. We derive pleasure in impacting lives and making life easy for everyone. Joy of the Earth Foundation. We are the life for the lifeless. We are the hope for the hopeless. We are the lights of the whole world. We are the joy of the whole earth. My name is Queen Martha Bekelelua. Have a nice day.
Mrs. Alani Adebukola. Ẹ̀kọ́ fẹ̀yìn dáa. Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́. Ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wá fi ń to school náà Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ó jóná. Àwọn ọmọ wọn náà Ọlọ́run á fún wọn ní ẹ̀bùn ìmọ̀ tí àwọn náà fi wá máa mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń kọ́ wọn. Wọ́n ṣe gan ni.
My name is Yetunde Balogun. We really appreciate them. They are trying. I love them for that. God will continue to bless them.
Ó kọ́ mi ní dúró tí mi ò pẹ́ fà. Ẹ wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé mi lọ ṣe fún un.
torí ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti wà nǹkan báyìí tí mo ti rí opportunity ẹ̀ tí mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá opportunity ẹ̀ báyìí mo dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ wọn ò ní ṣìṣe lágbára ọlọ́run school wọn á máa gbèrò sí àwọn ọmọ náà dẹ̀ rí àárẹ̀ ò ní ṣe wọn nǹkan kò ní ṣe wọn lágbára ọlọ́run.
orúkọ mi ni Mrs. Rukayat Ogunbiyi inú wa dùn àdẹ̀wà òkè torí àwa happy dáadáa torí pé bí Nàìjíríà ṣe nǹkan gidi ló ṣe fún wa a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn ọlọ́run á máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ lágbára ọlọ́run àwọn á máa lọ sókè wọn ò ní wálẹ̀ lágbára ọlọ́run.
Àánú Adésànyà lórúkọ mi. In fact, I so appreciate ẹ̀ gan bó ṣe ń ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ wa tí wọn náà ò ní bàjẹ́ o pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run. Kódà wọ́n ń kọ́ wọn dáadáa inú wa dẹ̀ ń dùn pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná o.
Inú wa dùn sí àwa náà dẹ̀ tún fi àdúrà ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ pé iléèwé wọn a máa gòkè sí gbogbo nǹkan tó bá dáwọ́lé ayọrí sí rere àwọn ọmọ wa náà tán dẹ̀ ṣe alákòóso lé lórí ọ̀n ní kú mọ́ wọn lórí ọ̀n ní gbé wọn dìgbàdìgbà àwa náà à ń dúpẹ́ fọlọ́wọ́n ba.
a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn náà ní fúnrànlọ́wọ́ wọn lórí wa Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ gbé wọn lọ́wọ́ sókè fún ìwé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ tán ṣe fún wa ọwọ́ wọn á máa lọ sókè wọn ò ní rẹ̀yìn iwájú náà máa lọ agbára Ọlọ́run.